son of man. Blessings keep falling, the fingers keep coming in. I got you, but just know I'm texting like Uncle Sam. Left to the bank, you know that I'm coming in. We don't do it for the bands though, we don't do it for the clout. Legacy on the line, so I'm moving in and out. Seen good ones turn top dog, greedy ones get knocked off. I keep looking at the bench like I could never not ball. Coach keep me in the game, Curry deadly with the range. I keep looking in the mirror like, who is he? I'm insane. Who am I? He insane. Guess I ain't the one to blame. What's done is done, won't change. Time to live up to my name. Real will be real, fake gon' fall. Took time with this here, I'm made for a walk. No sleeping while I won't fall. No sleeping while I won't eat out. I keep God first. I see evil, when I converse. Now today say, this how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting, I'm scoring, I'm gonna set it off. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it off. Told my baby, meet me at the bank. Told my mama, I'ma break the trend. Locked in, I'ma change the weight. Working for my baby's kids. Hard times couldn't make the rent. Working hard couldn't save a cent. Lonely nights, just me and God. Swear to him, always made the ends. Grab a paper, see the news. Hate coming by the tools. Walk a mile in my shoes. Something you can never do. Got my back against the wall. Bet I always pull through. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Sending shots, I block 'em. Superman with the moves. Rock 'em, sock 'em, drop off 'em. Play to win, never lose. Run it up, I top 'em. Play for belly too. I hip hop or pop 'em. Anything I could do. Real won't be real, fake gon' fall. Took time with this here, I made for a walk. No sleeping while I won't fall. No sleeping while I won't eat out. I keep God first. I see evil when I converse. Now today say, this how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting, I'm scoring, I'm gonna set it off. Like soldiers torn, I'm gonna set it off.
Like you hurt me too, me too. We're letting go, ripping it apart. We're letting go, ripping it apart. I can hurt you like you hurt me too, me too. We're letting go, ripping it apart. We're letting go, ripping it apart.
when you, yeah, there. We are on.
We on.
Welcome back, everybody, to On the Mat. My name is Jonathan, and it is Friday, it's freaking going by fast, May 10th. And Stephanie was supposed to be doing the podcast live with me today. Welcome back to the podcast, you guys, episode 36?
36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she got caught up with some errands in town and stuff like that. And so Tui is going to be filling in. Thank you, Tui. It's your guys' first time to actually see Tui on a podcast. He is behind the camera for everybody on the live. And yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to the mat, the one and only. I always love saying that. Just checking my phone to see if we got any new questions.
How was your day? Tell me about your day.
Good question. What's your dream car? Oh, my day
Yeah.
was great. I don't know, I think I went to the farm around 6 o'clock with Seva and Deliki. And we did some weeding. We weeded the beans. So trying to become a mass producer of beans.
The beans have been going really well this week, huh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we've harvested a couple times. So big money, $100 in a week.
Because that was just filling me in about a lot of guys been asking from Suva and
Who?
from Suva.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also, yeah, dude, that bundle is like $5.
Yeah, I know. It's so
That's
expensive.
what I'm saying.
Everything's really expensive in Suva.
Man.
Suva is the capital city of Fiji, for those of you who do not know. And so we are on the second largest island of Vanuatu, and Suva is on the main island, the big island, and so everything there is so expensive. But Suva gets a lot of its stuff. Well, at least okay, I shouldn't say that. There's way more farming, I guess, in Viti Levu, but a lot of the fish and stuff comes from Vanuatu. We had a meeting with the WWF a few weeks ago, and they're saying I think 70% of the fish in Viti Levu comes from Vanuatu.
Really?
Yeah, mostly from the Great Sea Reef.
So the boats, they come all the way
Yeah.
from Suva, do their fishing here?
Well, they do the fishing here, they go back, but also like the villages here do the fishing and then put in bundles, and these guys pick it and they ship it to Suva. Yeah. So I guess that's one of the WWF's like big main reasons for being in Fiji is the Great Sea Reef. Yeah.
So what's their job though? Like,
I don't really
preserve the reef.
Yeah, well, I assume so. I assume so. Yeah, we were kind of meeting with them because like we need people to be able to answer that question,
Right.
or they need people to be able to answer that question,
Right.
And they as with all NGOs, I think they need to just get better at telling their story and like what their initiatives are, and yeah, it was actually a really interesting sit down. I don't know, like I can't really say that much. I don't like, not that I signed like an NDA or non-disclosure or anything, but yeah, I was just talking to them about, kind of ideas that we could do if like, because they're interested in working with us. Definitely on the Waka Media side, like doing photography, videography projects for them, like highlighting the things that they're doing, but then also like doing like using us as influencers to either sponsor a live or like sponsor a YouTube video, which anybody can do, by the way, or sponsor this podcast. Like we also can do ad reads during the podcast. If you're a business owner who watches this or watches the live or whatever, you can be part of this as well. And so we did Sea and Soil a couple weeks back, and that's been great. We've been using their products, but yeah, I had some questions for the gang at WWF, and one of the things that I asked them, because like a lot of things don't make sense to me, like why. So they were saying like 70% of the stuff comes from the fish and stuff comes from Vanuatu, and that really affects the Great Sea Reef, right? And so I was asking them like, well, like if the problem, and most of it, where Bailey Bridge is, where the fish, that's apparently where most of the fish comes to Bailey Bridge. Like I think in Suva. It's one of the main like fish markets there. But I was like, well, it's so hard to like change the mindset of people like in the villages. Like if you're going to like Nangumun, Nasea, Nanduri, like all these coastal villages, it's really hard to change their mindset because this is how they make a living. So to be able to like, hey, these are the rules for you guys to live by, try to like adopt these these means for maintaining a safe fishery. It's very hard because like they just need money. And so if there's always going to be a buyer, then there's always going to be a source. Like, because that's just how the market works, right? So it's like if you guys want to like affect the whole situation the best way possible, like the government should just be stationed instead of like trying to patrol the waters and like do all these things that villages, like, what do they call it? Not outreaches, but awarenesses. Instead of doing all these awarenesses at the villages, like, why doesn't the government station fisheries officers at Bailey Bridge and like at the Suva Fish Market?
Just stay there and like.
Yeah, like, and find people who are coming, who like find the sellers who are selling illegal fish that are out of season, and find the buyers. Just like prostitution, or in Canada at least, like they stopped finding the women who were like working the corners, and they started finding the Johns who were coming to like pay for sex, and that like basically shut down prostitution. Like, I mean, you can still get it, obviously. Obviously, with the internet, like, it's hard to stop anything.
Right.
But, like, you start finding the customer, and, like, things will probably stop a lot quicker. Because, like, you have this vast, like, area of the Great Sea Reef that you're trying to, like, patrol, and, like, all these villages along the coast. Like, because the Great Sea Reef starts all the way in Undu Point on the northern tip of our island, Vanuatu, and it goes all the way down to Ba. Like,
Almost.
Yeah,
that side.
yeah, almost to Nandi.
Yeah.
And so it's the third largest barrier reef in the southern hemisphere. And so I always thought it was the third largest in the world, but then they said southern hemisphere, so I was like, okay.
So,
But-
the southern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I was like,
I did.
there's such a big area to,
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. There's such a big area to patrol and to like change people's mindsets, but like if there's no buyers, and like I was saying to them, like, if we like just do a YouTube video, sponsor one of our YouTube videos, not because like I need a sponsor, but it's like if you want to get the word out, like we basically just shoot walu and sanga and like different types of different trevally, right? Different types of sanga, like the golden trevally, blue fins. It's like I can just talk about that. These are the kind of fish that we should be shooting. Like, and this, like, okay, right now, like I swim and I see a kawa and it's like happens to be in that off season. I didn't shoot it. Like, it's easy for me to like promote that, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what I think they should use us for, is to be like, hey, these are the types of fish that, because that's way more effective than going and trying to do like these meetings in these villages. And the only reason that youth or people come out is because they have like free food.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like when all these NGOs come to our village, right? It's
Yeah.
very usually lackluster, and it's very like old for us,
Yeah.
right? Like when this NGO come in, everybody's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because I guess it's an occurrence thing that they've been coming in with this kind of hopes, you know.
Yeah.
They bring with them like, oh, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then nothing.
And another one. And so it's just a roller coaster. Of
Or they do like epic,
hopelessness.
epic projects like these lights, like
Oh yeah.
yeah, we got lights in our village,
Yeah.
which are great. I don't really like that one's on my house. Like, can you see it in this shot up there?
Just the tip of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like they said that this NGO would sponsor like illuminating the village, or I don't know what they called it. But they're like they're gonna install these lights, like all our street lights. That's what they said, like street light project in the village. But like we have a very small village, like 7 houses, right? And so it's like there's not really any like messing around that goes on here. Like people just go out to the bush, like, and it's so small, like you can't really mess around here because it's just like you just know where to be, like because there's nobody here, and so they put these 7 street lights, but then they're like, okay, we need this many people to volunteer. You guys have to supply like the posts and the cement and the gravel to like put on the posts, and we'll supply the lights. And I'm like, dude, you better not be supplying us lights from like Al Hamid, which is like some, I don't know, some store
All right.
in Fiji that has like lots of like cheap stuff.
Right.
Well, I mean, like this stuff's decent, but it's all just like they just get shipments from China, right? And then sure enough, like they just bring in these like $150 like solar lights that you can just go buy yourself. And I'm like all these people, like I didn't participate in it because I was like not for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I actually like the dark because I come from, well, like I spent the last decade of my life in Canada in the city, and I couldn't see the stars Yes, that's why we went camping. It's like to get away, right? And so when I'm here, I'm like, we always walk outside. And we're like, whoa, you know. And I'm like, I don't want lights everywhere. I don't want the light pollution. And then, like, they're like, okay, you cut the post. So they had to organize some guys to Bulmakau, and they had to go cut these Mbua posts and pull them from like 5 kilometers away here. And then we had to go get the stones. We had to go get the sand. We had to do solely for the cement.
Right.
I don't like, and these lights, they literally have like if you're like 5 meters away from like the post, you like, it's dark.
Yeah.
Like they just have like a very small area. They're just cheapskate lights. And I'm like,
I thought it was gonna be a huge light, and I looked at it during the day. It's like, oh, this is gonna
It'll be bright.
really bright.
yeah.
And next minute,
Dude. Like they're okay, like for interior, like if you have like a veranda,
Yeah.
but like, it's,
But we were talking about yesterday when we were playing touch rugby in the afternoon.
yeah,
It was getting pretty dark.
to move it there.
Yeah, everybody's just like, dude, we should just gather all these lights and put it around the post. so we could play
Oh,
at
that
night."
would be awesome. Oh.
Yeah, or like put it around the volleyball court and just play in the
Dude,
night.
I sponsor my light to the volleyball court because everybody will be happy about that because it's supposed to end at 6.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was just like, and I just feel like some of these NGOs. I'm not talking about WWF anymore. Just to be clear, they actually have awesome people, and I think they're a bit more open-minded. Obviously, they're talking to us, and I was like giving them the beans. I'm like, this is how you guys need to do this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's ridiculous that it's done this way. And they're like very receptive to like hearing it. Whether or not we work together or not, it was a good meeting. But like, there's a lot of NGOs, other NGOs. I feel like they're just like here to tick a box, and it's like
Just show the
who
funders
told
they
you
can
that
do
this
something.
village needs streetlights? Like, and then like, yeah, you just like, you're gonna do it and be like, on some stat like in Fiji, like 50 villages illuminated, 15,000 people brought into the light, like, no, it's the 15,000 people no longer living in darkness. It's like, so like, I lose all my energy when I think about these like reports that they send back and they get more money.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's life in a second world country, I guess. In other news, our ex-prime minister in Fiji was bound and thrown into jail, or escorted to jail, along with the ex-commissioner of police. So nobody cares about this if you don't live in Fiji, so I'm sorry. But yeah, Baini Marama and Gilio were both sentenced to prison. I think Baini Marama's 1 year and Gilio's 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. 22?
2 years.
2 years. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. So, yeah, so I guess this means that he's not eligible for the next election,
Yep.
which will be in 2026
Yep.
or something like that, I think.
Yeah. And the former AG, Kayum,
Yeah.
held a press conference.
Oh, he did?
Yesterday.
Oh,
At the Fiji First quarters.
to denounce all the stuff? Or?
And like he's just saying that Bainimarama will still stand. He's still the leader of this what do
Party?
you call it, party,
Yeah. Oh.
and he will stand in the next election.
Oh, but now they're saying it can't be done.
Yeah, and then one of the media guys asked him like, "How can you say that when the law, the
Oh.
constitution you wrote, specifically said
Oh.
to him, like,
Sure.
whatever." So
Yeah.
it's just like just eating his own.
What did he say?
It's like, don't bring that. Don't, and he just like ignored the guy's question.
Dude, politicians are
Yeah.
so annoying,
And
man.
I'm like, dude, it's like
I can't wait for the day when we have a
Smack in his
politician on this podcast, so I can just ask them all the questions. Because I don't care about parties. I think everybody has things they can fix. That's why I'll never run for politics. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, everybody's an idiot. And actually, nobody has any idea what they're really doing. Like, we all just try and fail a bunch, and then we end up doing something really well and winning. But, like, it's just funny when people act like they're all this and all that. And, like, stuff like that. Like, so, but according to the Constitution the part of the Constitution that you rewrote,
yeah,
that's against the law. and then just like not answer the question. You know, like I just want to have people on the podcast who are. I just want to have like honest conversations, and not like honest like exposing people.
Yeah.
Like ask them questions that they don't usually get asked. You know, like I'd love to have Rambuka on here and just be like what made you fall in love with your wife? You know, like who?
Questions
Like has
that
anybody
doesn't
asked them
have to
that?
do-
Has you ever? Does anybody know that story? You know, how many kids do you have? Do they even have kids?
I think
You
so.
know,
Yeah.
like, you know, well, you know, did you ever? What was your favorite sport? You know, like, why did you? You know, why did you want to run for election after, you know, so many years of being out of the limelight? Like, just like questions like that.
Yeah. Personal.
Yeah, just personal questions, and like, I just feel like these guys can use like actual personality.
I guess. Yeah.
And one day we will. One day we will.
Yeah, that would be good because people would love to listen to, you know, the real, whoever, like not the political person, but
Yeah.
the
Maybe we
person.
can have Ratu on here one day.
Oh, Ratu.
The president.
Oh. Oh, yeah, Ratu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be interested. Yeah, just call him up. Like,
Is he
"Hey,
a
Ratu."
talker?
Yeah. He talks a lot. Yeah, and a lot of. I bet it will be a lot of good conversation like, between the two of you, right? Because you two are related as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, through his wife, and Harley's going nuts with that. And obviously he's a Tui Matabata, and he's from Nanduri, and so lots of us are related from his village. Maybe you should just message him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
guess
I don't know.
I'll message him. Hey, Cody.
Hey,
Talo. He's just saying.
no empaisa, no empaisa.
Normally he says it's Lingana season in Fiji.
It's
We
what?
have Lingana. Am I pronouncing it right? Might say something wrong.
I know. I was like, what?
Lingana. Is it Sikh? Do you pronounce it Fijian or is it another thing? Let me search this up.
What is it?
Lingana season in Fiji. Do you have it in your rivers around Vitilev? Around Vanuatu? Let me check.
Oh, is it like a fish or something?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I think it's in English. What kind of fish is this?
Who knows?
CIGANA.
G-A-N-A?
Yeah.
When I type that in, it gives me a bunch of Indian hotties. Oh, that's not a hottie, but...
No, dude.
Oh, no. Spanish. That explains it.
Yeah.
I actually probably shouldn't just look things up. Without...
Talking about looking things up. Last week was World Press Freedom Day.
What?
World Press Freedom Day.
World Press
Yeah.
Freedom Day? What does that mean?
It's like just celebrating the
Freedom of journalism?
Yeah, freedom of journalism.
Oh.
And
Dude, there's too many days. Simply too many days. This is probably a week this week of some sort, right?
yeah, it was Wednesday. Fiji celebrated it Wednesday.
Oh,
The media.
so what do they do?
Uh,
Just
yeah,
special...
yeah. Well, they've abolished the. Is it MIDA?
Oh.
It was like sort of an organization, a media disciplinary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that Bati Marama and
Oh.
did. So they've abolished that.
Oh.
And
So it was like if you said something against the government,
Yeah.
you could be punished?
yeah, so like it's like a
Oh.
organization that
Shoot.
controls
Oh,
them.
that's good for us because I'd probably be facing jail time.
And so with this new coalition party, they've abolished that. They've opened it. And
Wow.
Media now don't have that fear. 16 years of like
Oh.
suppressed.
Well, that's not journalism if you can't say something about the government.
Yeah.
That's really
And
crazy.
so,
The craziest thing about this whole thing with Bainimarama and Gilio is that whether or not you agree with them, I don't really agree with any coup kind of government. So even I guess our current prime minister staged his own, right? I just don't know that much about politics to have an opinion. So I'm the first to say that I'm not the guy to talk about this. All I know is that just looking at history and even if you don't look at like modern day history, you just look at like the Bible. To start the precedent that like and I've talked about this before in lives, if we start jailing like our prime minister who just come out of office, it's a very, I mean, you see that with like Trump and Biden right now, like they're trying to incriminate Trump and do all these things, and he's like, he could have done something with Biden, and so like if he gets into office, like what if he does that to Biden? And he said he can, based on, of course, you can find like situations where they've been negligent or proved negligence or they are themselves corrupt. What I'm getting at is like, I'm worried that like, it's just like going to be like a thing that now, like whoever is out of office, like if you get voted out after the election, you go to jail.
Go to jail.
Like, I'm saying the Bible because like, that's like, if you read the Old Testament, that's like what happened to like every king ever, was that like the last king would just, or the kingship would change because people just got killed. And then the next guy would come in. And then they would kill him and the next guy would come in. And there was just like this crazy cycle that just kept happening.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just seemed unstoppable. And so, yeah, I don't know, I trust the justice system. And so I assume that like everything is legit and he deserves to be where he is based on whatever they found. But it's just a very dangerous precedent to set that like I'm just worried that like, okay, Rambuka like gets voted out in light of whoever's next maybe, or maybe he wins, I don't know. But if he does, then he goes to jail.
Right.
And then the next guy goes to jail. It's just like,
So where does it stop then?
what's that?
Where does it stop?
Yeah, where does it stop? Exactly. Because that's just like, that was the thing. And I mean, in the Bible, like the kingship followed the bloodline. So it wasn't like it wasn't a democracy. But, ooh, what's this?
Oh, sorry. So Kelly's saying the Media Act. That was the Media Act that they abolished.
Oh, the Media Act. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like now mainstream media is now like competing with social media. Like,
Well, they had no choice to do that because like people like us will just say what
Yeah.
we're gonna say,
Yeah,
and
how-
people can't do anything about it.
like what's your take in that?
With abolishing that.
I mean, like the mainstream media now competing with social.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think if we wanted to have an opinion and we wanted to go in that direction, like we could very much do it. I don't find that it accomplishes my goal, like my big G goal, like of that people know Jesus, like to get distracted with politics. Like we have conversations all the time that aren't related to Jesus, and most of these things, like the conversation that we have on these, we're not talking about religion or our beliefs and blah blah blah. But when you talk about these big hitting points like politics and stuff like that, it can really be distracting for people from like what I want people to know about us. And so, yeah, we'll never really delve into that because that I think detracts from what unless we actually, our media company went in the direction of journalism, which it could, I guess. I just don't see that at the moment. But I think like having like a free media, a free press is very important for a country.
Yeah.
That's what journalism is supposed to be, I believe. It's like people who can talk about things freely without fear of being like jailed or killed. And like the goal of journalism is to be honest, and that journalists would keep other journalists honest. And so, yeah, it's hard to trust anybody anymore, let alone like the big media is like definitely not trustworthy. And you find a lot of people turning to podcasts and stuff like that for their news.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a Patrick Bet David or an Andrew Tate or a Joe Rogan or, whatever it is. Lots of people don't listen to the mainstream media anymore.
Yeah. Another question, like how must the media in Fiji, right, change to adapt, like to the fast evolving world of social media?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's its own thing. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can compete with social media.
Why is that?
Well, I think it's just a different, like, it's a different channel altogether. Like, people don't go to social media for the same reason that they go to mainstream media. Like, people are worried about being depressed and just receiving bad news. Whereas social media is usually like a dopamine hit, and the mainstream media is not really fast enough to do that, I think. They have too many protocols that they need to follow and stuff like that. So I don't think people really will ever rely on mainstream media for the entertainment ever again, because they can get it from social media now. Yeah. So that's why you see like mainstream media using social media to hook people and to get people to watch and then go to the channel, and subscribe.
Right.
Like, you can't really read anything on, like, say, the Globe and Mail or the New York Times. Like, you have to, like, want to read this article and you click on it. It's like you have to be a subscriber to read the full article, right?
Right.
7-day free trial to read the full article.
Right.
Because they need to pay their bills. Like, the thing is, like, they have big buildings and staff and researchers and writers and all this stuff, editors, to get out an article where it's like me and you are just sitting here just, talking crap. And people are watching. Yeah.
So you say for them, for the media, to use social media,
Oh, yeah.
media in Fiji to make use of the social
Oh,
media,
they have to. They have to. Yeah.
making videos and all this to
Yeah.
attract people to come and read.
Well, I bet you most of the viewers, like, for, say, Fiji TV, dude, your feet are so dirty, man. What are you doing? Sorry, my son is, like, getting everything muddy. Go wash your feet, please. Go wash your feet.
Borrow those shorts first?
No, because they're pinned up. Your mom can come and get them. Sorry, guys, we're live. And so my kids are in the studio. Yeah. The studio being our veranda. Stephanie was late. I don't know what she was doing. Just wasting time.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
Getting my citizenship.
Whoa. Okay, that's a lot. So, we had a question come in on Instagram. What's your dream car?
Dream car.
So we're talking about a car, okay, not a truck. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah,
What kind of car?
maybe
I feel like I know what car is.
my dream car, if I can have any car. I've never felt as cool as I have when I was driving a Porsche Carrera GT. That was just because it turned so many heads. But that's a very,
Is it loud? Or is it
it's very, yeah, it's pretty loud, yeah. So it was the
GT3?
No, Carrera GT, Porsche Carrera GT. It had a engine from a Formula One. It was all derived from Formula One car. Very, very raw.
Oh, what color?
It was gray.
Gray.
No, sorry, black. It was
Okay.
black. The one I drove was black. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that was a very cool car. I don't know. I think the best the best car
So the
that
engine's at the back?
the engine's in the back. Yeah, it's a rear
So
engine.
what's in front then?
Huh?
What's in front?
The front. They call it the front trunk. It's just an empty place, like for you put your suitcase and everything or
Wow.
whatever you have. Yeah. It's in the front. It's not much. It's enough for like 2 carry-ons basically.
Oh, wow.
Not even the Carrera GT. Same with the Lamborghinis. Everything. The engines in the back and
Huh.
Porsches too. Like
So it
the
drives from the
911.
back?
Yeah, engine in the back, transmission in the back. Yeah, rear wheel drive.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's like a car, like when he would bring that car in, like just to change the oil was like, I guess in Fijian probably like 25,000 Fijian to do an oil service. and then like he'd bring it in, and you'd have to, if you wanted to change a spark plug, it'd be like 30 grand.
That's
Because you have to like, the engine is in the middle of the car and you have to disassemble everything, and everything, all the parts are expensive and all this stuff. So it's a very like you can buying the car. You know, I think they're worth like $1.5 million now probably. But to buy the car is one thing, but then to maintain it is another thing, right?
Dude.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, I would call people like, you know, they bring the car in for like I have a squeak or something, and you mechanic would look at it. We go through it, price everything out, and then I love that job so much. That part of the job, like explaining to people, educating people on their vehicles, because that's one thing like nobody knows how to do in Fiji.
Yeah.
Is like, and when people talk to me, I'm like, you're so full of shit. That like, you, like when they explain to me like what's wrong with my brakes or something, it's just like, oh my gosh, dude, like. So we go through the car and prioritize like what needed to be done from like the worst thing to the last thing. And my goal was to get them to do everything.
Yeah.
But to leave them with the option like this is what really needs to be done. Like obviously safety stuff is first, and then like everything else comes secondary. Like what is the what needs the most attention like right now. But yeah, like you know, people come in, drop the car off, then I call them. I'd be like, try to get them to spend like 50 grand or 60 grand or 20 grand on their car, right?
A lot.
And then you'd be surprised. Like that's why I learned, like, that's why I have no problem. Like our media company is not the cheapest company. You can definitely find people that do it for cheaper. But like that was where I got that. That's where I got that feeling from. Is that like, oh, you don't have to be the cheapest in town to get business because that's just a race to the bottom.
Right.
And so I would rather offer like higher quality and do less jobs. Like I'd rather do $20,000 jobs than do $21,000 jobs. And I think that's a great thing if you guys are interested in business too. Like don't worry about what the other guy's charging. What do you think like you're worth?
Quality
Yeah.
quantity.
Yeah. Like, you know, for that thing we were talking about in like Urata the other day, right?
Yeah.
With the Bilibili. There's a village on the coast anyways, guys, for who are listening to the podcast. And we were like, well, a guy should, you know, if you're on a coastal village, like, you know, they all have, you know, like these bamboo rafts. And like, people would pay to like go out on a bamboo raft with like a Fijian lady, like old Fijian lady, and like do handline fishing. And then like you could, once you made some money doing that, then you could like get a kayak and do like a little beach excursion. Then you could do like long distance, like multi-day kayak trips. People pay tens of thousands of dollars for that, but people like can't swallow that in their minds because we put our hands in other people's pockets. And so like there's this one time this lady brought in this old Mercedes SL. I can't remember what the model was, but and it wasn't like there's some old SLs that are like really clean and like people really look after these classics, but hers is like super beat up and it's like pretty disgusting. And like I think it only needed, it was like $17,000 or $18,000 of work, but it was only like it's probably like a $6,000, $7,000 car. So like it was like triple the value of the car to like fix it, or 4 times. And I called her and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just ridiculous. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Like, she's never going to buy this. Like, she's never going to spend the money to fix this car. And I called her, and she's like, all right, if you really think that it all needs to be done, then let's do it. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, all right, like, we're, you know, this is the estimated time that we're going to have it done.
Yeah.
Like, under promise, over deliver. So we always, like, told people, like, whatever. It's going to be done in 3 weeks if you could even, like, expect it to be done in a week and a half, right? So people are never disappointed. And she's like, I'm really excited because this car belonged to my late husband who just passed away a few months ago. And so this is like, she wasn't a rich lady, but she's like, he had some life insurance money. And so like, this is like my memory of him because we used to go driving in this car together, convertible, old, like classic convertible. And so like, if this is what I need to do to like keep the memory of him alive, like this is what I'm going to do. And I was like, whoa. I'll never ever put my hands in somebody's pocket ever again. Because you look at her, you could tell that she wasn't well off. Yeah. She wasn't a rich lady. Yeah. She brought in this old kind of beat up car. Yeah. And I was like, dude, this is totally ridiculous. But like she had this sentimental connection to the car. Right. And it's like, I'll spend whatever it takes because like that's my husband. It's the memories of me and my husband. So I'm going to fix it. And I was just like, I've had other instances like that. Like people get like inheritance money and they just like, you know, like they're young kids that you can tell they're not rich, but they just drop, you know, a few grand without thinking because they got a bunch of money from a grandparent or something. But that one was like hit home for me. I think because it was like kind of sad kind of sentimental.
So does that change how you see people now and how you would like
Oh yeah, for sure.
making deals with them?
Yeah, because like I know I know the value of my product, and I know what we're capable of. Like with the media, I say with the media stuff, and I know that nobody else can like do what we do, at least with short form content in Fiji. And so, like I'm like it's in your court. This is what you need to do because like, look, we do it all the time, and we do it on a high level in Fiji. And so like if you want to do it, this is what it's going to cost. So it's like it's up to you. Like ball's in your court. You can go to a cheaper place to get your car fixed, and they might, they're not going to use OEM parts. They're not going to, they're going to say it's done in a week and a half. It's going to be done in 3 weeks. But like, this is just what you're going to pay for. When you get your car back, it's going to be clean. It's going to be washed. It's going to be fully detailed. And like, I'll pick you up. I'll drive you home. If you need to be run around, we'll like chauffeur you anywhere you need to go. And same thing with the media company. It's like, we have offerings that I believe make us worth it. And so like I just don't have any problem. And like if people say no, it's like a their problem. It's not a me problem.
Yeah.
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 Because like I presented to a company a few weeks ago, and the guy was like, he's like, have you looked around at other companies like just to see what they're charging? Like after he saw my quote.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, we have, but like this is what like our services are worth. So, and I was like, like we'll make you a sample video, like we'll send it to you, and you can just see what it's like and like make a decision for yourself. And so we send him the video, right? And then like I sent it to him, and like 5 minutes later, he's like, all right, let's do it. And it's like, okay. Because people say it's like it's not my. It's like it's up to you if you're gonna spend money. Like, there's other people who can make like a reel,
Right?
But like, it's not gonna. Like I just totally believe in what we do, right? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's something that I struggle with, like running my business before.
Right.
Like I tend to see other people's who's like charging, and you were right. In that way, it's just everybody's just running towards the ground,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I sometimes I doubted oh, I feel like I'm charging too much. And that person is charging this much, and in that place, I'm no longer thinking about the value that I'm giving.
Yeah, you're thinking about other people.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, just like getting the job.
Yeah.
Getting the job. It's no longer, And it took me few tries, and I finally realized, I realized the value of work that I give.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna sit at this price.
Yeah.
And if they don't want to take it, it's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So like if you charge like if you charge 1,000, like I was saying, like I'd rather have one $20,000 job than $21,000 jobs. So like as a photographer in Fiji, you probably don't even charge $1,000 for a wedding. Like a normal local photographer. I don't know. Okay, say you charge 1,000, right?
Yeah, most charge below that.
Yeah. Okay, so even if you charge 1,000 and you book like one wedding a week, which is crazy. That's a lot. But that would take you half the year, maybe like 20 weeks, right? So call that half a year. But like, what if you got one $20,000 job in 6 months? Like, what would you rather do?
Yeah.
Like one job for $20,000, or like spend 20 weeks doing these little $1,000 jobs? And the clientele for the $20,000 jobs can be so much higher level.
Yeah.
Like the people who are like paying less and they're just out to like pay the cheapest thing, they're the worst.
Yeah.
The worst clients. And I'd rather price them out so that we don't have to work with them. Like this guy that like has accepted our offer, like he's so chill to work with.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I love this. This is exactly what I had in mind when he sent the sample video. And he's like, all right, I'll just like line up the things that we got to do and I'll send it off to you. You guys get it done. And I'm like,
crazy.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
And I know that he totally trusts us with what we do, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he's willing to pay the money because he's seen he knows what we do. And it's like, I would just way rather have that. I'd way rather just like people, like the 19 people be like, oh my gosh, they charge so much. I'll never that's not worth it. And then just find one guy who will just pay all the money.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. I was like going back to what I was telling you about my uncle. Was running that company called Pro Events in Nandi.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he does well.
He
eh?
taught me. He taught me about that.
Oh, he did, yeah.
Cause, well, I
Well, he
remember
does
first
big
time-
money jobs
yeah,
too, right?
First time I talked to him, I asked him because he was chilling at home. And I was like, "What are you not going to work anytime soon?" Like, no, we're done for the year, and this is in July. What do you
Halfway
mean?
through the
You're
year?
not working? It's like, no, we've already covered the whole year, and probably next year as well. Like, how many jobs did you guys did this year? And this is just 3.
Yeah. eh?
What do you mean 3? Yeah, 3. And how much did you guys get out of those 3?
Yeah.
Like 200 something.
See?
200, yeah.
Yeah. I believe it. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
So what
Well,
kind
like
of
the-
jobs? Yeah, and he told me better like you don't look for quantities and like get this job, get this small job,
no,
get
no,
this
no.
like small money jobs. You find the one or two,
Yeah.
and will last you. You know,
Yeah.
those are like the high value contents or like high value customers too. And not only that you do that one job, they will advertise for you too.
Oh yeah.
Because they will market like the job that you do.
And they'll
like,
book you more and more.
more.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
These guys here.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
yeah, those guys. Definitely those guys.
Yeah.
Bro, the CEO was so stoked.
Yeah?
Yeah, their marketing leader,
Yeah.
manager, yeah, messaged me this morning. It's like,
Oh, this
"Man,"
morning?
Yeah,
Again? Oh.
It's like, man, our CEO just couldn't get he just wanted to watch the video over and over, and he
Oh, really?
kept on saying dude, this video is the best video so far that he has seen.
Really?
And yeah.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Really?
I feel like I wasn't really trying, but thank you very
I'll drink
much.
to that.
But yeah, and
Oh, cool.
I have a good feeling about this one.
Yeah, really, hey?
Yeah.
I don't have a good feeling about any of them because, like, lots of people talk and then it never happens.
But yeah,
But, like, this
I'll
one,
be
yeah.
that person for you.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel better about this one, but, like, I lose hope usually. Not lose hope, I'm just like, people are like, we really want to work together. And then you're like, yeah, sure, okay, everybody says that, you know? But, like, we only need a few. We only need a couple. Because, like, we had that one job and we charged them, what was it, $3,000? And that, that took me a weekend. It took a day to film, and then, like, I guess 3 or 4 days to edit. And so it's like $3,000,
$3,000.
right?
Got the job.
Bam, bam. So, I mean, that's not a lot of money, I guess. But, like, for us, like, I'd rather, like, do that. Like,
Yeah.
that's a week of work.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do that than do, like, all these little jobs for
Well,
$700-800.
I would say for other like videographers, photographers out there,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah,
But because they chase after these small jobs, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And there has to be somebody to do those small jobs. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just think, like, if you find a niche in, like, lower price things, then that's great. Like, there are people who make there's people who make millions of dollars selling things for $1, right? And there's like low price market, then there's the premium luxury, and then there's the middle of the market too, for everything, right? Clothes, cars, photography, right? Like freaking boxing gloves. It just then there's people all in between, then everybody's making money. It just depends, like, what do you want to do? Yeah. And so for us in this space, I would way rather just do a few jobs. And because, like, I don't actually get excited if my product is, like, subpar. Like when I met with Bruce from Zoom Fiji,
Yeah.
like, they're inspirational to me.
Yeah.
And they would actually probably be, like, the direct competition for the kind of stuff we do.
Yeah.
But they're at, like, such a high level as well. But I just, like, I'm like, oh, that's great for Fiji. Like, that they exist because it's pushed us and it pushes everybody else. And, like, there's really, like, I don't even look at them as competition. I'm just like, you guys do your thing, we're going to do our thing, and we'll probably end up collabing in the future, like, instead of, like, competing with each other. And, like,
But he has his niche, right?
Yeah, he has his niche, yeah.
Okay, working with rugby,
yeah,
most of the time.
yeah. And he does heaps of weddings and everything like that.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. They do great work as well. And literally don't have, like, an ounce of, like, oh, I want to crush them. Like, I hope they thrive. Like, I'm just like focused on what we're doing, and yeah, the media company is probably the one thing that I can see scaling like very fast and like very quickly
Yeah.
to like needing more people, and it's just it's so low. Logistically, it's a very easy company to run because like we don't need to freaking grow stuff and like buy stuff to like spray the bugs and then apply fertilizer and get the stuff to the market, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's very cut and dry, very
Yeah.
simple, the media stuff. That's why I'm like so stoked about it. And yeah, like going back to that, like I just don't find any joy in not doing the best job that we can. And so I know how much perfectionist and like I'm not OCD. Stephanie would say different, but like, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'm not OCD.
Yeah,
Am I?
no. You're just a clean person.
Yeah, I think I'm just very particular
Organized.
in like the way that I want things done. And so even in that video that we released the other day that we sent to Hamza,
Yeah.
there was like a part in the video that just bugs me so much, but I just couldn't get my editing program to fix it. It was glitching out. And so I just wanted to send it to him.
Right.
It was that bar where the first subtitles are and it wasn't feathered.
I could tell
Right?
it was like ticking you off.
Oh, so yeah, and it still does. And it ticks me off that like he wanted to post it. Like, but like I'm excited. I'm obviously excited that he posted it.
Yeah.
But I can't not see it when I watch the video because I was like, oh, I'll just send this. Then I'm gonna send him like the real copy.
Right.
Like once I fix that somehow.
Yeah.
I would have totally redone all the subtitles just to fix that thing. But like he was like, oh, I love it. Can I post it? And I'm like, all right,
Right,
sure, let's do
sure.
it. I'm
Post
like,
it.
oh, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh, bugger. But yeah, like I know that like my level of perfection is worth a lot of money. And so that's the product that we're going to put out
Yeah.
and nothing but. And so I don't mind like telling people that what it's worth.
Yeah.
And we'll do that for anything. I want to start a construction company here one day.
Right.
Because Kyle, when you are ready to move to Fiji, it's one of my friends in Canada. He's very, the finishing work that he does is very, he works with a very high-end clientele as well. And I used to do framing. Not that I'd want to do the work because I don't even know if I'd remember how to do framing work anymore. But I would love to do painting, like construction, finishing on a level that like you can't find in Fiji. Cause like there's people like Grace Road and stuff that do like construction. It's just, but like, it's not
No.
that good, you know? It's like, where did we stay the other week? We stayed in Suva. Where's the place that we stayed? The hotel?
Holiday.
No.
Tano.
Tanoa, yeah. I'm like, oh, this is super nice. Like, it's very nice. But you know, when you start going to the bathroom and you like look at like the tile work and you look at like the way that the gaps, the like things line up on the corners and the caulking work and like the ceiling, and you're like, okay, yeah, like this level is. And then you go to Holiday and it's like a little bit nicer, right? A little bit nicer, but the bathtub isn't white. The bathtub's like a bit old. It's like tan colored. And you go to GPH and you're like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
This is another level, you know? And so, yeah, I love stuff that's exquisite. Yeah. Like this cup. So we did a job for TFL recently, and they gave us, so this wasn't part of like a thank you thing for doing the job. This was like because they invited the family, like our family.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the kids would have just totally destroyed the whole thing. But this cup, this lid, has a very nice like action on it. It like it just has this nice resistance to it, and there's no play in the lid, and I'm just like, oh, this is a very nice cup.
Yeah.
This lid is like, this is the way I want a lid to feel, you know, like when you slide that thing open, it's like, yeah, just a little bit of resistance, not too much stick, not too much slop. It's perfect,
Just the right
just the right.
rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, enough ranting about that. So any more questions? Is anybody watching?
Yeah. This is this guy Zach. He's Fidel Castro Justin through this.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 No, but to me he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. 100%. No question asked.
Is this you guys' prime minister,
Yeah.
Justin?
Yeah. There's just a conspiracy theory that Trudeau is Fidel Castro's bastard son.
Oh no. And this guy's like the what? The guy from Cuba? Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
What is he? He's a president or what?
No, he was like their dictator leader.
Dictator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me
I'm trying to
this
look it up
guy
here
Let
on
me
my
look
phone,
this
but it's
guy
not
up.
coming up. Yeah, he just looks. Trudeau looks.
Dude, he looks like who's that actor?
Who? Trudeau.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, Fidel Castro. He
Oh.
looks like
but does the actor look like him?
who's the guy with the call? You know, the daughter got kidnapped, and he calls up this guy.
Oh, Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson.
Oh, does he?
Dude, look at it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see
Yeah?
what you're saying. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, well, the rumor is, not the rumor, the fact is that Justin Trudeau's mom hung out with Fidel Castro back in the day. And their time together lines up with his conception, like as a child. And when you see pictures of Fidel Castro and you see pictures of Justin Trudeau, it looks like they could be like related. Like, see that picture?
Oh yeah.
And then, like, just because of the way that they reign instead of lead, it's like, yeah, people are like, oh, he's Castro's son. Yeah.
If you put Liam Neeson there, it's like, dude, it's
Oh.
creepy. It's just creepy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and if you put who's this guy? What's his name? He's in the James Franco or what's his
Oh,
name?
James Franco.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good actor.
Can you see that? Can you
Yeah,
see
I can.
that?
I can just picture it and I can see it. Yeah. So there was a video or a picture that came out of Bainimarama in jail, like in the cell.
Actually, it was
Must have been an inmate or like a officer that took it.
yeah. They're trying to find who took the picture.
Who took the picture?
Yeah. It was in his what do you call those? Yellow.
Yeah, like his
orange.
inmate clothing or his
Inmate.
whatever they're called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Dude.
Did you see it?
And somebody just did like a collab like him. He went to somewhere in the States or I don't know where out of the country and he like was receiving this prestigious award of like the
No.
police commissioner something. He went for like studies. And the next picture is him like in his orange suit.
No, Angilio. Oh shit.
Like,
Oh, people are gonna
dude.
troll, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, people are gonna troll so
got him
hard.
really bad, really bad. Well, a lot of people was like asking why just like 1 or 2 years, like with Bainimarama just 1 year and Khalil 2 years.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, there'll be other cases that's building up right now
Oh, okay, yeah.
about them. So
Yeah.
it'll just keep on the years, I guess.
Well, they can go back to court still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Pile up, and I don't know.
I don't know,
how many
man.
years.
I don't feel
So-
comfortable any of it.
He's like between the two of them. I feel like I'm from what I heard, Bainimarama is because he has a special case, right? Something has to do with his heart.
Oh,
So
broken.
he has like something like a machine that's helping him keeping
Like a
his
pacemaker or
heart.
something?
Yeah. So he has to have like better.
Dude, he's in
between
prison
the two of
now.
them, between the two of them, he's probably staying in the prison
Special ward?
hospital. Yeah, special. He gets special treatment.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
I don't know. I
Special
don't.
treatment between the two of them.
I think they should just take out that machine and just give his cellmate a tube and some smokes.
Yeah. Blow some smoke.
Blow some smoke
Yeah.
up his. You know what?
With the shutdown sign.
Yeah. I think. Okay, if you guys go back to our last live, you will figure it out. Or.
Okay.
Or Google the origin of the saying to blow smoke up somebody's arse.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So go look that up. and you'll find out what we're talking about. We're not bad mouthing people. It's just like it can be done to save a life, and so yeah, put them
Yes.
in general and
Yes.
give us a cellmate a tube.
Yes,
some
normally,
smokes.
yeah.
What?
Then Liam Neeson, I do have a very particular
Set of skills. Yes.
Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Yay!
So there's this one headline that you have here about Christina, about it's a video about how she shot a puppy.
Oh yeah,
She
dude.
shot a dog.
Her dog.
Her dog.
Puppy.
Yeah, not
I don't
a
know if it's
dog.
a
Her
puppy
dog.
or a dog.
So I think this dog was problematic. It was aggressive. It was hurting and killing livestock and stuff like that. And so a lot of people will not be, or they're not comfortable. Fiji's very different. Like, we have a very different relationship with animals here. I think a much more healthy relationship with animals actually than in the West. Oh wow, like vets will really disagree with me on that. They're like, no way, dogs are family. And I'm like, no, dogs are not family. You know what's funny is you always hear that from people. People who say like, oh, this dog is my child, until they have a child, and then the dog is a dog.
Yeah.
And then they have an actual child.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have no idea what you're talking about when you call like your dog like a child. Or your whole psychology is just backwards.
Yeah.
Because so she shoots a dog, and because it was being problematic, and South Dakota law states that like if you have a dog that is attacking livestock, it can be put down. This is all coming from like Los Angeles, Hollywood, like the woke areas of California, probably, that like a governor did something like this, like would kill a dog or shoot a dog, like it's inhumane. And people have no idea what happens in the country. And I was telling you this, like I have friends that like they weren't, or their parents told them like, you can't have a dog unless you're going to be willing to like put it down one day. That's just like that's just how that's just life, right? You need to be able, if you're going to own the dog, you have to feed it, you have to look after it. But if it gets into a porcupine or something like this, like you have to, so dogs will try to kill these porcupines, and they'll inject these quills into their face. And so you have to hold the dog down and like pull, but the quills have barbs on them, so they'll come home with like a face full of like spikes, like like anywhere from like 3 to like 50 spikes in their face and through their nose. And so sometimes they're like in their eyes, and you can't pull them out. You just have to put the dog down. And it's very common in the country for people to have to kill their dogs for stuff like that, or they get hit by a car, or they get into machinery or something like that. And so it's very common for people to have to kill the pets that they love, just out of being humane. And so beyond that, like, where's Harley? Harley should be in on this podcast, because I would like, if she attacked one of the kids in the village, like I would kill him without something.
Really?
Like, 100%.
Without
Yeah.
even remorse.
Oh, well, no, like it would suck.
Yeah.
It would suck. But like if he attacked, like, then he just can't be trusted.
Right.
Because like human life is worth more than animal life.
yeah,
That's just it.
yeah.
Like, I treat him well. We give him flea medication. We feed him every day. Like, he's the healthiest dog in probably the province. But like, if he attacks a kid, like, or somebody, then like, that's it. Like, you can't be trusted anymore. So I would put him down. That's just like, it's just not, it's funny to me that this made news, and it's actually really going to work against her. It sounds like she might not get reelected because of this.
I feel like it's all the people that doesn't have a dog that knows how we treat dogs back
Dude,
then.
you bumped that thing.
Well, here in Fiji, I don't know. I've never heard anybody taking their dog
Yeah?
down.
Oh, thank you.
It's usually their dogs die, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I don't think
There's not a lot of people who like.
I've ever heard of somebody putting their dog down in Fiji. You want to sit with me?
What's the
Here,
most?
sit on my lap. Come sit on my lap. Oh, why were you crying?
Huh?
Why were you crying?
No, because I just wanted not to cut my orange.
You didn't want mom to cut your orange?
Yeah, because it's more big.
So that's why you're crying? Did you have a nap today?
No.
No. Did you eat breakfast today?
Definitely no.
Did you eat lunch today?
No.
What did you eat for lunch?
What did you
Barra?
had? He had a slice of bread.
Oh, a slice of bread.
Yeah, he came in and I
Only
was like,
bread all day.
all day. Yeah.
Is that a good parent?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so funny, like, dude, that's a funny thing with kids. Like, I was just not thinking about the food. Usually we just have food laying around, right? Like
Right.
leftovers and bread or whatever.
Yeah.
And usually stuff is home too. But I was just on one of those days where I was like focused on like getting stuff done on the farm. And dude, like Leaky said to me, or was it you?
Huh?
One of you said like, Dad, this is the best day ever. Like, this is so much fun. Was it you?
I think so.
Yeah. And because like we went to the farm early and we on
Oh,
the way
yeah,
back.
it was me.
It was you?
Here.
Oh, okay. It was him. And like I didn't even feed them, and they're like, "This is the best day ever."
Oh, dude, yeah, because Nai asked me, I don't think Seva had anything today.
Yeah,
I said, really? I thought he had some food. No.
but you didn't.
Mm.
Oh.
He's
But
just
why was it
eating
the best
everywhere.
day ever?
No, because we're like at the farm planting seeds. And like kids there.
Kids were, oh yeah, because some of the kids came to the farm with us.
Mm.
That's right. Yeah.
And
And
like they find varus there.
you went varra with you. How many varra did you eat?
Huh?
How many varra did you eat?
I think 3.
Boo! Oh, no wonder you weren't hungry.
You've been having vara the whole
Yeah, yeah. How's your stomach?
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Good. Hey, thank you for joining on the podcast.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. What were you guys doing today?
Yeah.
What was that thing that you guys were wearing?
Oi!
Yeah.
Like one hood and one. And like bunny.
Bunny.
It's like a bunny outfit, eh?
Huh?
Who brought it?
Huh?
Who brought it? No,
It's my mommy's.
Oi.
Oi.
You're so funny. You guys are like racing around. So hot though.
Oh, boy.
Okay, how about the night? Is it what do you think of the nights right now?
What?
Like at night, what do you think of the temperature?
I look for that.
Yeah, like is it cold? Is it hot right now?
No, it's hard to say, but
At night when you sleep, it's cold.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it will be hot if you wear that in the night.
Oh, if you wear the bunny outfit at night,
Yeah.
it will be hot. Yes.
Because John, he said those are for sleeping.
Oh, it's like a onesie pajamas.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're just wearing it out here, out at the sun, enjoying
Got
the
it.
sun.
Got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we jumped off the garage on top of
yeah.
the roof.
Dude.
Cut that out. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I come home, and they were down playing with the other kids. I went to the. Oh yeah. So I took the tractor to the farm to rotivate, and they were gone for a long time.
Oh.
And they they went around the house because I was here for like an hour and a half, like cleaning up in the back, I was picking the kumquat tree
Right.
and stuff like that. And then I start up the tractor, take the rotavator because I just needed to hit like 2 lines with the rotavator. I think I was back in like 25 minutes, half an hour. Come back, and Seb was on the roof of the tool shed and about to jump off.
But before jumping off the ring, I jump off like this. No, but you can like. I was
Hurt
like,
yourself?
huh?
You can hurt yourself.
Yeah, but I was like, it didn't hurt, but I was like, injection.
Really?
I was like, doctor.
Doctor. How did you guys jump off the roof?
You know how we get on top
Yeah,
of
through
it?
that old trampoline frame.
Yeah,
Whose idea was it to go up on the roof?
definitely. I think the mommy.
Oh, you're blaming it on somebody that's not in your family.
Yeah,
see.
definitely. I saw.
No,
it.
actually, whose idea was it?
I think it was.
Me.
Was it you?
I think it was
Yeah.
the mommy.
We have to
Because-
take you to court too, eh?
Huh?
You want to go for 1 year in prison?
Want to break a leg up there?
Yeah, exactly. That's what you guys are gonna do. Holy shit. But you didn't even have you didn't eat hardly. Oh, you ate 3 vara. That's probably why. So vara is a thing on the inside of a coconut that it develops when it goes into like a seeding stage. So when the coconut, after it falls from the tree, it has like a certain amount. It says a few months basically before it starts sprouting its own coconut tree, and it makes this thing inside of the coconut itself that it feeds off of initially to like sprout itself. And so when you see like coconuts on the ground and they have like a little bit of like a new leaves poking out of the coconut tree or out of the coconut, that's when you know inside is going to have this like fleshy thing that it's called varra, or I don't know, coconut apple. It's like a sponge almost. It's like the texture. And that's what the kids eat.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah. That it doesn't look high from here. Like garage.
I don't know.
When you go up.
It looks high.
When you go up.
No, it definitely looks high.
No, but when you look from the mirror, boo. That high.
But when you go up,
Boo high.
yeah. So will you jump from the roof again?
Huh?
Will you jump from the roof again?
I don't know.
No. The answer is no. Yeah. Please, no more jumping, okay? Okay. So, what's a good question to ask you? Anybody else? Anybody have any questions?
yeah.
Yeah.
What was that thing that the birds like at the farm, like
Oh, the CDs.
the CDs?
Yeah.
Like when we went, we were, I don't know, us, me and Aliki, we went, and one boy, and we went to the CDs,
Yeah.
and we shot the ones on the ground, and we didn't find any.
Yeah. But they're all standing up.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we could see the ones standing up, and we shot the ones. Like you said, the ones on the ground.
Yeah. So we use these. We use CDs. We hang CDs on like just branches and like sticks around the farm when we plant new seeds, so that the birds don't. There's these like big wild pigeons basically, and people shoot them to eat. They're kind of like a grouse, I guess, in Canada, but they come and they'll just eat the seeds or the newly germinated plants, like these fresh little buds that come out of the ground. They'll just pick those. And so we hang these CDs on sticks around where we plant, and that just the CD swinging in the wind on fishing line, just the reflection, the birds won't land in the area. And so that's what works for us. I mean, there's a bunch of different methods, like you can use like scarecrows or fishing line and stuff like that. That one just seems to work the best for us. So I sent them to go to just across the creek to go get the other CDs, and you guys thought you were looking for the ones in the ground, but there was none. They're all standing up on the sticks, so you had to go back again. You silly. Oh, and there's a cow in the village right now that people are riding, huh?
Yeah.
Pincham cow. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened to White's leg.
What happened to White's leg?
No,
White
his
is
leg.
white is a horse.
No, like he was like he's going like this, and like his leg, and then he goes like in front like this.
Oh, he's limping. Really?
In front, Serena.
Oh.
His leg. I think this one.
Oh, it's painting.
I think so.
Oh, that's not good. Man, that's rough.
They said they need to cut it like Felix.
Oh, like they have to trim his hoofs.
Hmm.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah,
the hoofs.
yeah. Need some carrier work. Yeah,
Like a knife.
yeah, like a knife.
Cut his like toenails.
That's right. That's right. So tomorrow's Saturday. So
Willie's
what
coming.
are you looking forward to tomorrow? You don't really think about tomorrow, do you? You just kind of live in the moment.
Yeah,
Like-
I think is Will come?
Yeah, Vili's coming tomorrow. Why don't you think about tomorrow? Why do you always just like think about now?
Huh?
Why do you always just think about now? Like, what do you think about your future? Like, what's your 5-year plan?
Oh, like going swimming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day
Yeah.
me and Aliki went swimming, and we were naked down there.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
And then Lima and them come.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
Aliki-
a girl.
Yeah.
Awkward.
And then he was like, Aliki was like, wait.
Oh, because the girls are coming?
Yeah.
Suckers? Huh? What did I tell you about going
No,
down
but
naked?
one.
Oh, one.
Lima.
Okay, and that's why. That's the day when you came up and you had to get his clothes. And you're like, I have to get his clothes.
And then Aliki was like, hey, can you go kept my pants. And I was like, hey, you can't see my body. And I was like, go. And then we ran together.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, but he was looking in front.
Oh, okay. So what else? Like, what is what else is part of your 5-year plan?
Oh, yeah, when I went swimming that, with Lima and them, and we were playing one thing,
Yep.
like I went in the big grass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But there was no puck.
No pokey pokey.
Okay.
Okay, I hate the pokey pokey. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, eh? You hit your feet. Yeah, man.
Both they hit.
What do you? What was the best part
Oh,
about
yeah, I
moving your family from Canada
Yeah,
to
I have
Fiji?
a blister.
Oh, you have a blister.
Yeah.
Shoot. Oh, because you wear your boots with no
Socks.
socks. And what do I tell you? When you wear your boots, you go get your socks. Missy. Huh? What was the hard part about moving your family from Canada to Fiji?
Long.
Okay.
So long.
It's so long.
The flight?
Like what?
No, like flying.
Oh yeah, the flight.
Okay.
Yeah, flying it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't have any space
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
sleep, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how
And-
do you sleep in the plane then?
Oh, like maybe sit down and sleep. Like,
Yeah, because you're small,
like
huh?
that. Okay.
Yeah.
but sometimes like we lay down straight, eh? Because we have some.
Can you point this one at me and point that one at me? The light. Turn it. No, just turn the top of it.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come.
And then point that one at me. Yeah, we're doing a joint. We're doing the boys pod, eh?
You.
Yeah. You ate all my orange. So, in another kind of perfect. Yeah, set.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, Mom has some. It's all finished. Yeah.
You.
I guess like last question about you know the future and kind of what your plans are. Like what do you want to leave behind for a legacy? What do you want your legacy to be?
Dude, that's the coolest thing.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Xbox.
Xbox. Questions. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. That.
Okay, so I'll reword this. I'm not actually really asking him these questions, but we're doing this. What do you want to be remembered for?
I'm going to the farm.
You went to the farm?
Yeah,
Yeah? I agree.
because it's fun there.
It's fun.
Yeah, we have a new.
You just love having fun, eh?
Yeah, because you know what? It's so fun there. You know why? We have a new, like, 2 swings.
Oh yeah, the vines. You
Ew.
guys swinging from the vine?
Ew.
And does it hold you?
Ew, boy.
Hey,
Ask
who's
mommy.
your boy?
Epi, boy. Ask no mommy Epi.
Okay, I'm not your boy though, right? I'm your?
Dad.
Yeah. Can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
Okay. What's important to you right now? And like, how are you dealing with it? What's important in your life?
Oh, like going swimming.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Yep.
That's okay. That's a good answer. Yeah, we love it.
Because, like, it's
Swimming
nice.
is important.
Yeah, because it's nice swimming too, right?
Well, oh yeah, that's the best part about living in the village sometimes because it's so hot, eh? And we can just go jump in the river. It's just beside the house. Yeah. So, like, what is like you love swimming? Obviously, you love swimming. So, like, what do you think you kind of want to compete maybe in like some swimming competitions when you get older? Like,
Yeah,
would you?
I don't know who cut the swing.
Oh, they cut the swing.
Ew. Like half of it.
Maggie, really?
Really?
How sombo. So they can't swing on that side anymore.
No, but they can pendo. Like
Oh, they can pendle.
Pendo. What's
Yeah.
pendo?
What's pendle?
No, like you tight like one circle.
Oh, okay, like one knot on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you like get on it.
You put the knot in between your legs so you can just sit on the knot. So instead of holding onto the swing,
And then
you're sitting.
somebody will like go on you, another person.
Oh, so you put the knot between your legs, and then when you come back to the shore, like
Then-
another person jumps on.
Yeah.
And how many people can pendo at one time? 2?
I think.
Oh,
And I think one. I think.
1.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oi, like small kids,
Yep.
like me.
Yeah, like you.
Like with big kids.
Yep.
I can
But
go
we're talking
like,
about you right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But with me
Okay. Yeah.
and like big kids, I
Okay.
can like ride on them.
Or you can ride on them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the big kids can't pendle on top of you because they're heavy.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
But one day, I think I was little
Yeah.
or pendo, and then I went to the river, like big Tamas River,
Yep. Yeah.
and then
Big Atamas River. Yeah.
then I was little. I think I was little, and then one guy,
Yeah. Okay. We're listening. Yeah.
and then he jumped on me.
Oh,
Boo, so heavy.
he was so heavy. Yeah. You're pretty heavy too, though, dude. My legs are falling asleep. What do you think? Should we end the podcast?
No.
Yeah.
What
we should.
do you have anything else to say? What is if you have one thing to say to everybody who's listening to this podcast, to
Yeah.
this live, what would you like to say? Just some words of inspiration before we close off here.
Okay.
What do you want people to know? What should they do? How should they act towards each other? What is one thing they should remember
Oh yeah.
before we
Like
end this?
I want like a pool table, and now like how say that would be fun, eh?
That would be fun. So, dude, we should get a pool table.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We would never play on the iPad. We would play on the pool table.
So we just want to leave you guys with that. It's just some encouraging thoughts about how we need a pool table. And on that note, thank you, Tui, for being here on the live with us.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining everybody on the live. Thank you for being part of this podcast. Ending it with a little bit of some family chat. And what do you got to say, Sava?
Yes.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
All right, guys.
What's the word of the day?
The word of the day is pendo.
It's pendo.
Pendo.
Okay.
Which I don't actually know what that word means. If it's even Fijian or Hindi.
Like this.
Oh,
Like-
like that.
oh.
Yeah.
Like you put it like this.
Oh, you put it between your legs. Yeah.
Okay.
Does pendo just mean to like
But you can go like this.
jump on each other like
can go
on a,
like
when you're on a swing?
Yeah.
Is there any other way where pendo is used? That's the only time when I was a kid till now when I hear
Never
pendo.
heard of that word.
Put your
Yeah.
legs down
Yeah.
like this.
Like I don't even know if it's a real word. Is what I'm saying.
It's a real Fijian word.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys might be able to let us know.
Like, not like this.
Like that, like straight, right?
Straight.
Yes,
Oh,
right,
okay.
right.
You can put the knot or the rope between your legs and.
So everybody, go out there,
Okay.
pendo with a friend, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. We appreciate you very much.
Yeah, did
Peace.
you even have
Peace.
some oranges? I finished all of them.